All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of every single age, even you big people that think you're children still, I know who you are. Some of my people I bowl with, they act like children's, so I won't discriminate against you guys. Welcome to week number 11 of the podcast. It's not really number 11 for the podcast. However, it's week 11 of the Greater Ozarks Open. Yes. I am here with my sore throat, horsed buddy of mine, Garrett.
It's been a rough week, but
I think he's faking it. That sounds the best.
It's not as bad as it sounds. It kind of
comes and goes.
Yeah.
Nah, he's faking it. So he tried to get out of this today.
Why would I fake it? I'm here.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited. We have a lot to talk about. But first, we have one very important thing, super duper important. And I think it should be the first thing we talk about today. This is Mother's Day weekend coming up.
Yep.
So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Special shout out to my mom. You're awesome. You dealt with everything that I put you through, which wasn't the easiest child in the world. It wasn't the hardest. Could have been this guy.
Yep, I was rough. Yeah. But, hope all the moms out there have a great day. Thank you for all you do. Especially all the bowling moms that bring their families out here.
Yeah.
All the Saturday youth leagues, we appreciate it.
So we are bowling on Mother's Day weekend. The only weekend we take off is Easter.
Yep.
But Mother's Day weekend is always a little smaller. However, we are up 11 teams from last Mother's Day. So the moms are wanting to come out and bowl. That's fun. I'm just kidding. They're probably kicking the husbands out of the house and get out of here. The greatest gift you can give me is silence.
It's peace.
So my wife says. But with that said, we still have 115 teams and 580 bowlers coming in this weekend.
Okay.
So pretty big sized squad. And we have people from all over again coming.
Where are they from?
We got the standard, right? The surrounding states that surround us. Plus we got Arizona and Wisconsin coming in.
Is that new, this first Arizona, Wisconsin?
I'm not sure. Well, that they've written on their score. I don't know if I've seen them before. Maybe.
Okay.
But we got them coming in. We have a superstar in the building this weekend.
Who's that?
The proprietor's nephew and brother are bowling this weekend.
Oh, really?
Zach and Randy Weimer.
Okay.
That's going. They come every year. Zach's awesome. So is Randy. Randy's got,
good bowlers?
Good bowlers. Randy was really good back in his prime. Now he's kind of getting older and just, he doesn't bowl as often as he used to. So, anyways, we're going to do a little score update from this past weekend. I mentioned a load of bowlers that were coming through. I didn't even mention everybody. There was a super sub that came in the building this weekend. Literally got picked up Friday before. He's won on the tour. He's a fantastic bowler. He's really nice, and he's from Missouri.
We got tour players on our sub list? What's going on?
No. He wasn't on our sub list. He got picked up, right?
Okay.
So I already eliminated it's not Boog because I said really nice, right? I'm just kidding. I was really nice.
He hasn't come on our show yet, so.
Yeah, but Matt Russo bowled this weekend.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, he did. And let me tell you, he tore it up. He bowled really, really good this weekend.
The tour player knows how to shoot.
I know, right? So we'll do a little recap of that singles and doubles and team event right now. I also mentioned Tim Barrett, Shea Benbender, Chandler Tisdale out of Arkansas was coming up, along with some other buddies of mine from northern Arkansas, that Fayetteville, Rogers, everything like that. The owner of Pineville Bowling Alley brought like 10 teams in, which is awesome. He's got a 10-lane center. He brought like 10 teams. Maybe it was 8 teams. Anyways, he almost brought a team for every lane he has. Awesome guy.
He brought an entire league.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy. We'll kind of look at it. We still got John Moore from Harrison, Arkansas, leading singles with 840. And 10th place is still that big old fat tie with 774. And I don't believe anybody cracked it right there.
I'm rooting for John Moore. I hope he hangs on to it.
I am too. Fantastic. Singles, or my bad, we just did singles. Going into doubles, we still got Reynolds and Rothling from Boonville, Missouri with that 1548. And in 10th place is Self and Pittman from Berryville, Arkansas with 1470. That Tim and Shay that I was talking about, they are in 6th place, so they're not salty bowlers. They're pretty dang good. They put up a 1485, so not too shabby. Going on in the team event, we still got the Blind Squirrels. That was with Dylan Burns and Trevor Baumgartner and their team out of Topeka area. They are still cruising well with 35-27. Actually, we had, we did. They are from, I don't know which team this is. Who would this be? One of the teams for that Northern Arkansas is in second, actually, with 34.86. The gap closed. So I'm going to roll the dice and say that it was Chandler Tisdale's team because Chandler shot like 740 in team event. Right. So I could be wrong. But yeah. With 10th place being West number 1 from Pea Ridge, Arkansas, with 33.43. So yeah, and actually the gap closed a lot this weekend. That's a new team too. We didn't say West. So the gap is closing from 1st to 10th. I predicted that it would close a little bit. What is that? We're under 200 pins now. We were over 200 with team events. So that gap is closing just like I thought. I say that until somebody shoots like 3,700. But
38.
Yeah,
God
no
forbid.
joke.
Please don't shoot 38.
Yeah,
we'll make it so hard next year.
So, with that said, I absolutely messed up at the very beginning. That 115 teams that I said, that was last weekend's number with the 580 bowlers. This weekend, we only have 63 teams. When I said that, I'm like, that seems like our normal numbers. But anywho, we have 63 teams with 328 bowlers coming in, roughly bowling this weekend.
So, yes, Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, it is. But again, we are up 11 teams this year from Mother's Day last year. It is typically a slower weekend. Just because. But yeah, we got a couple notable people coming in. Smaller group, so not as many people. But we have Jim Kobringer. He's bringing 10 teams all the way from OKC. Don't know what bowling alley is out there, but a lot of those bowling alleys I hate down there because I have gotten my booty kicked in that place. I do like all of the suburbs of OKC and whatnot. Yeah, Heritage Lanes, whatever it was before it was, I think it's an A&B now. Planet Bowl over there. Yeah, no, I just got my butt kicked up there. Not OKC and me. That rhymed. No bueno. No bueno. So, anywho, and then we also have the Arizona person, Karen Lee, coming all the way from Arizona. That is who our Arizona person is. Thanks for driving. Yeah. Hopefully you flew. I don't know. Man, I say hopefully you fly, but it's not cheap to fly bowling balls anymore.
I don't know. Arizona is that distance where it's annoying to fly and annoying to drive.
It's got to be like...
Pick your poison.
It's got to be like 17 hours to Arizona. To know where you're going.
I know what Steve would do.
Yeah, Steve would just start walking. For those of you who do not know this, Steve despises flying. And Steve is our proprietor. He owns the bowling.
I get where he's coming from.
That. He despises flying. It's just the sitting in a tin can that's...
Yeah, no. I mean, he's not wrong.
30,000 feet in the air. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. Oh. All right, sorry about that. Battery died. Technology, not our strong suit. However... It did end my tangent about Steve not liking to fly, so
we were getting a little off topic.
Yeah, we were getting a lot off topic. Keegan probably killed the battery to get us on topic.
But yeah, shout out to that person that came in from Arizona.
Yeah, big shout out. Moving right along, we're going to talk about some side events that are going, 6-game combine, all events scratch, all events, stuff like that. So the 6-game combine is still led by Nick Garza out of Kansas City, Kansas, which Matt Russo, like I said, I was going to mention, kind of highlight that he bowled and that he's not a bad player. He is in second with a whopping 15.34, so he's about 60 pins behind, 80 pins behind. The leader, Tim Barrett from the weekend, again, another solid player. He's like in sixth. Running out the top 10 is James Kennedy out of Plattsburgh, Missouri, with 14.87. Okay. So again, fantastic bowling from this weekend. It's amazing. Yeah. All events scratch, no shock here. Matt Russo again. He has shot a 22.82. So he, put up 70 pins on second place this time around. Tim Barrett's in fourth with 21.63. And Shea is in seventh with 21.51. If he's a little better, he'd be in sixth. Taking me out with 21.53. I'm just kidding. He's absolutely better than me. Shea's no shot. Shea's way 100% better than me. And then all of the handicap is still Nick Garza and Matt Russo being there as well. 22.82 for Matt. Nick's with 23.22. 10th place is Caitlin Morris. Caitlin Morris out of Omaha, Nebraska, with a 22.03. So, some great bowling this weekend was this past weekend was stacked.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was,
great bowling all around. That's just part of it. I mean, I
packed house.
listed some other people, Chandler Tisdale, fantastic bowler. There's some people like Randy Sparks who put up some numbers just because they're left-handed and some other things. But
just because
yeah.
they're left-handed.
But yeah, no, fantastic past weekend. This weekend coming up is going to be great. Also, there's might be small, but there's some mighty bowlers.
Yeah.
I believe I saw a newly inducted Hall of Fame member and Brian Goebel's name on the sheet for this weekend. He is fantastic. He's in the Hall of Fame. 10 titles to his name.
Awesome. Yeah.
But yeah. So anything you like to add or that I missed? I don't know if I.
No, I think we covered it.
Right.
That's all.
Well, if you have not bowled yet and you wish to bowl the June 7th and 8th and June 14th, 15th, so there's plenty of spots open. If you haven't bowled, we'd love to see you here. Give them a call. Visit the website, Greater Ozarks Open. Go to the Facebook page. It's all the same stuff. Greater Ozarks. You will find it anywhere. Bowling.
Yeah.
Just Google that. It's
Greater
there.
Ozarks.
Yep. A little deposit, but it goes towards your fee. You don't have to pay it. But we would love to see you when you come this year.
Yep.
All right. All right.
Thanks
We'll see
for
you week
watching.
12 to 13.
Yep, we'll
Have a good one,
see you.
guys.